What's up, everyone? This video is all about the pros and cons of living right here in Bristow, Virginia. So stay tuned. I hope you're having a good day. My name's Justin Folds, a local realtor here serving all of Northern Virginia. I've currently been living in Bristow, Virginia since 2005 and was born and raised in Reston, Virginia. So if you're interested in learning what it's like to work, live, play, and thrive right here in Northern Virginia, please subscribe to my channel. You'll get notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you get any value from this video at all, please smash that like button. The logarithm gets real happy. And so without further ado, let's talk about the pros and cons of living in Bristow. All right, so starting with the cons, the first con is the weather. So the weather here can be very bipolar. We can have rain, sleet, ice, snow, and sunshine all in the same day. As you can see behind me, we got about 3 inches of snow this past weekend from a winter storm. Some years we can have blizzards that dump 2 to 3 feet of snow. My favorite seasons are spring and fall, which can be the shortest seasons here. And the summers here are really hot. We've got long summers and they're hot, hot, hot. So that's one of the cons of living here in Bristow. All right, so my second con of living here in Bristow is the traffic. The major commuter routes to Bristow are Interstate 66, Route 28, and Route 29. They seem to be in constant construction. 66 is now an 8-lane highway being expanded to 12 lanes, and it's just always under construction. If you're commuting into Fairfax or Loudoun County or into Washington, D.C., in rush hour, you could be facing commutes of 60, 90, 120 minutes on bad traffic days. So the traffic here can be horrendous. A lot of people are working from home or reverse commuting or leaving before the rush hours to try to get ahead of the traffic. But there doesn't seem to be much we can do about the traffic out here. It's just part of living in Bristow. We've all learned to deal with it. So the traffic is a big con. All right, so the third con of living in Bristow is we don't have access to all the retail stores, restaurant stores, or grocery stores that you would closer into Washington, D.C. Most everyone I know is a huge fan of Trader Joe's, the Apple Store, things like that have not made their way to Bristow yet. If you want to find a Trader Joe's, the closest one is in Centerville, about 20 minutes away. And if you want to find an iPhone store, the closest one's going to be Fair Oaks Mall in Fairfax, about 30 minutes away. But we do have a lot here in town. It's really matured the past 10 years. We have a Regal Cinema, a BJ's Brew House, an Uncle Julio's Mexican. We've got Wegmans, Harris Teeter, Safeway, Giant. So the choices just keep getting better. And I know there's a petition around to get a Trader Joe's. I wouldn't be surprised if we get one of those real soon. But that is one of the cons, being able to find all the retail and restaurants that you're looking for. All right, so my fourth con of living in Bristow is you really need a car to live here. It's not a very walkable town. Most grocery stores or shopping centers are going to be about a 5 or 10 minute drive from your property. If you need to get a kid to practice or to a sporting event, you're usually going to have to drive to that as well. Bristow just doesn't have the public transportation that are found in some other areas. So you will need a car living here in Bristow. All right, so my fifth and final con for living in Bristow is we're not that close to a beach. So if you love going to the beach in the summertime like I do, or if you're a beach person, the closest beaches to Bristow are going to be the Maryland and Delaware beaches, which are about 3 hours away with light traffic and could take 4 to 5 hours with heavy traffic. And then the popular North Carolina beaches of the Outer Banks are about a long 4 hours, short 5 hours away. So if you're a beach person and look forward to those family vacations, there's really not a beach much closer than that to Bristow. So you are going to be 3 to 5 hours to get to your closest beach. All right, now let's talk about the pros of living in Bristow. The pros are significantly outnumber the cons of living here in Bristow. And my first pro of living in Bristow is the opportunity. If you're looking to advance your career or move up in your career, if you're an entrepreneur or looking to start a business, there's almost no better place to live than Bristow. We are very close to the nation's capital, just 35 miles southwest of Washington, D.C. We have a ton of government jobs. We have all the huge corporations like Google, Microsoft, Airbus, all your government contracting and defense firms are here. We have a really good demographic with incomes in the six figures. So if you're looking to start a franchise or a restaurant, there's really no better place in the world to be than right here in Bristow. Okay, so my second pro of living in Bristow are the schools. We have Patriot High School here, which is an amazing school. It opened in 2011. We also have another high school opening just down the street in Gainesville in the fall of 2021. Both of those high schools are outstanding. Even if you don't have children, the school systems are going to be one of the biggest factors affecting the value of your property. So it's a really big pro to living in Bristow. And almost all of the elementary and intermediate schools under those high school pyramids are highly rated schools, rated 8 or higher. So the schools are a big pro. We also have Northern Virginia Community College just down the street, and George Mason's Manassas campus is literally a mile or two away. So the schools here are a big pro of living in Bristow. All right, the third pro to living in Bristow I'm going to share with you today is the proximity to the Skyline Drive National Park. Bristow's kind of near the edge of urban sprawl for Northern Virginia and the Washington, D.C. suburbs. We're a short hour to the Skyline Drive National Park. I have an annual pass to that park and love going there for hikes. There's literally thousands of hikes. There's mountain peaks that are over 4,000 feet tall that you can go and hike, pack a lunch, eat it at the summit. And on your way home, you could stop in Warrenton, which is a town just south of here in Fauquier County. Warrenton has a beautiful country charm. There's awesome restaurants there like Denim and Pearls where you can eat outside and get brunch or a sandwich. They even have music outside and when in warmer weather. So I really enjoy the proximity to the Skyline Drive, the Shenandoah River, and all the green, lush countryside that Virginia offers. That's definitely a big pro of living. All right, so my fourth pro to living here in Bristow is the diversity. We have people from all over the world relocating right here to Bristow. It's just fantastic. My kids have all kinds of friends from all over the world that they've have made at the high school. We also have restaurants and businesses being started by people from all over the world. So if you're looking to get authentic Middle Eastern food or authentic Mexican food or authentic Indian food, there's almost no type of food that you can't find right here in Bristow or within a 5 or 10 minute drive of Bristow. And the diversity here is just awesome. I love meeting people from different cultures and sharing heritages with them. And this is just a great area for diversity. All right, so my fifth and final pro for living in Bristow today is going to be the real estate. We still have great values in real estate. I don't know how much longer that's going to last, but compared to neighboring counties like Fairfax and Loudoun, you can get a townhome or a single family home of similar square footage for about 25% less price per square foot. It's just an amazing place to live. The value is amazing. That's why I moved my family here. I didn't want to live in Reston in a $600,000 or $700,000 house with a shower stall in my master bath. So we were able to move out here in 2005, get a 4,500 square foot single family home with a luxury master bath, tons of square footage, fully finished basement. We would have never been able to afford that closer in. The real estate value here is amazing. That's one of the biggest pluses to living here in Bristow. And I just don't know how long it's going to last. Things are changing so quickly. All right, so those are my pros and cons of living in Bristow. I hope you got some value from this video. And if you and your family are thinking about relocating to Bristow or to Northern Virginia, I would love to help you in your next real estate transaction. So if you got any value from this video, please hit that like button. And if you are interested in learning more about working, living, and thriving right here in Northern Virginia, please subscribe to my channel. And now I've got to go outside and shovel some snow. So this is Sold by Folds. Thanks for joining me. Until my next video, peace.